Hello everyone and welcome back for another exciting episode of 8 Minutes with Aaron. I guess you guys just can't seem to not want to see me. But before we begin, I do want to say I forgot last time to, go over the Funko lottery. So that's the first thing I'm going to go with. So let's get rolling with 8 Minutes with Aaron. So, like I was trying to say in my last video, which I think I forgot, the Funko lottery was, this past week, and a lot of people were a little aggravated because there were some Funko Pops that were not available that were generally posted. Now, me on one hand, I know I said there was nothing I really wanted, but the more it got closer to the actual convention time, it really made me realize that there were some that I really liked. They had the Galactus that looked like it was Twilight in the dark outside. Beautiful looking Funko Pop. They had the Black Light Rabbit, and everyone's going crazy over that, so I made sure I got one of those. And then what else was there? There was a Squirtle, there was a Bulbasaur. Since, I've already started collecting the convention diamond ones of the Eevee evolutions, Jolteon, Flareon, Vaporeon. I said, why not? Let's just get Squirtle and Bulbasaur. And then, alright, I guess I got other ones. I got the Russo 2-pack. I saw that there was a Snow White book bag, and there was a mirror in the front that showed, the face of the mirror, and mirror on the wall. It was the fairest one of all. So that looked pretty cool too, and I had to snag that as well. So, yeah, I spent a pretty price on stuff. However, it does not mean that some of the stuff is not going to try to be sold, because I say that all the time. I'm going to buy a bunch of things, and let's try to just, get rid of them so I can get other things that I like. I still need to get that Black Light Ghost Rider Funko Pop that's still like $150 to $200. There's a lot I have to get. So the Funko lottery is over. They didn't put a bunch out, and now they're having a second date for the winners in September to go for the other items that were unavailable at the time, such as the Kaboom the Clown that I really wanted, as I mentioned before. There's some kind of Todori limited edition thing that I don't even know what they are, but it's like a little weird looking horse, and some other stuff. I don't know. Either the My Hero Academia, Fat Gum, and Orca the Whale, or whatever he was called, they weren't available either. So, yeah, that's the lottery for you. So, other than that, we're going to get through this box up here. Now, there are a few Funko Pops in here, so if we don't get through all of them in the 8 and some odd change, don't worry, there will always be another episode of 8 Minutes there where we go over the rest of them. Hopefully it will be the next one, but you know me, I sometimes forget. So, without further ado, let's just start cracking with these Funko Pops inside. So, they gave me a little flyer to remind me that I've ordered these about 3 to 4 months ago, and it was a Seinfeld bundle from Shop Pop Online. Now, Shop Pop Online, I do like their service. I did have an issue before. When I first started ordering Funko Pops and pins with a Vegeta, they sent me an extra one that they forgot to do. So that was a thumbs up. I also ordered my Naruto Funko Pops for this 5th or 6th wave that was coming out. Now, unfortunately, I saw them a lot in stores, and I was getting confused why I haven't, received my package. I sent them out an email. They replied back promptly within the day and told me I'll get them next week. So I'm one step closer to completing my Naruto Funko Pops. Though I will admit that I have not shown you the rest of my Naruto Funko Pops that I have purchased. I think I went through them when I opened them up, but if not, we'll have a Naruto day. We'll see what happens. Alright, so after getting all this paper out, I haven't not opened the box any further than this. I do know that these are Seinfeld Funko Pops. So I'm going to just grab the first box that I can. Oh, these are heavy! Ooh, man, that's heavy. Alright, now, this is the big reveal, because I did order them in shield protectors because I didn't want to have to go through, I guess, 8 or 9 of these and put them on. So, they're in pop protectors. So maybe we'll just go through one box an episode and, we'll see. Alright. So I do like that they protected them very well. And the first one that we're going to pull out of here is Jerry doing a stand-up. Now, everyone knows when you first turn on Seinfeld, They would always have Jerry doing his little performance in the beginning, and at the end, he would, do his like 5-minute comedy act, would basically prepare you for, what was going on throughout the rest of the episode. Now, a lot of people who did get to see, Seinfeld get taped in person, were privileged to get more of, the 5-10. I've seen some of his work on HBO, one of his newer specials, and maybe came out a year or maybe over a year ago. It wasn't the best, but it was great. People took a little offense to what he said, but he's a comedian. Get over it. All right, next one, I don't know why I put the box behind me, is Newman. That's right, Newman. Do we know his first name? Is Newman his first name or his last name? We will never know, but he is Kramer's really good friend. He is Jerry's rival, and he lives in an infested apartment with ants and other bed bugs. Newman had classic moments, such as, when the soup Nazi was going out of business, he ran up and said, jambalaya! Or the fact that he kidnapped the dog for Elaine, and the fact that he's in love with Elaine. It's just terrific. He has a lot of great episodes, especially when the car blew up and, when he got kicked out of the van as Kramer had to try to save the golf clubs for Elaine, and then he goes into the cabin in the woods with the guy and his really hot daughter. He's like, don't be sleeping with my daughter. And then she sleeps with him. And then when he leaves, she goes, Norman, I'll never forget you, Norman. So that's the question. Is his name Norman Newman? What? It could be. There's a bunch of possibilities. We will never know. All right, the next one we're gonna pull out here, what is this, this whole apartment? It's Jerry in the puffy shirt. This is an infamous episode where Jerry and Elaine go to dinner with the low talker and Kramer, and Jerry agrees that when he goes on the Tonight Show that he's going to wear the puffy shirt. It was either the Tonight Show or a news broadcast. I really thought it was the Tonight Show, but it may not have been. But it was hilarious. He's like, I don't like the shirt. I didn't want to wear the shirt. And then you hear the low talker scream, bastard! That I heard. That's his classic line. Did you hear that? That I heard. So yeah, I really liked Seinfeld. I still watch it, in syndication. And the puffy shirt is great. And if I had a puffy shirt, I'd wear the puffy shirt. Can you spare some change for an old buckaroo? I don't really think it's a bad shirt. That's just me. All right, and the next one that we're gonna pull out here is, of course, Jerry's best friend since high school, George Costanza. Now, George Costanza, we've talked about him plenty of times. We had the other Funko Pop where he was purple with the diamond on his head. George has a lot of great moments. He was gonna get married and then he accidentally bought the poisoned envelopes and his wife, unfortunately passed away. But who thought that George was ever gonna get married? Not me. I never thought George Costanza was gonna, get married. So I did say we might not have time to go through all this, and I know I did talk a lot about it in the beginning about the lottery, so I do apologize if this is a talkative episode. My name is Aaron, and we have the Seinfeld Funko Pops of George, Jerry, another Jerry in a puffy shirt, and Newman. I'm signing off. I will see you next time, and you know what? We'll get through the rest of the box